Yeah, sounds fine. Okay, let's get this rolling. So, yes, I get it. I'm starting much later than I should be, but the only reason I was going to do all this stuff in the first place is, if you remember me mentioning it last time, is if I had, I was doing it because I had not heard from my family or friends or anything about what to do with the holidays coming up, right? Well, and they finally showed up on Sunday, so that's why I didn't stream on Sunday night, and they only just left, like recently, so my family literally just left like 10 minutes ago. So that's why I'm streaming now, and that's why I didn't do a stream yesterday. So sorry, but you know, like I said, I was only going to do all this stuff if if I hadn't really heard from family or well, anyway, they finally showed up. So sorry, that's why I'm so late. But that's okay. I still have. I'm not going to be streaming too late tonight because I'm already starting really late. But that's okay. I got a bunch of bosses already lined up. I'm all set up to suffer. I'm right outside various boss gates. I am now. I'm not going to do Neil. I'm not going to bother with Ricard or any of that stuff, right? But if you watch this, I haven't even done any of this. Ooh, crap! I'm gonna have to run through there. I might as well do that while I'm talking. So yeah, as you can see, I abandoned the Xena run because I was just flat out not enjoying her. Although, fun little discovery after that stream ended, I discovered that Xena actually, she actually has 2 chakrams. I had no clue. Now that said, apparently the second one, she actually breaks it up to be like 2 daggers. So she actually has more like a pair of dagger things rather than necessarily 2 dagger thing. But I still decided to try out the 2 chakrams because you can actually wield the Smith's Grip Circ. I can dual wield it, and I wanted to see how that went. And it was actually not bad. But you know, I've already made my decision by this point to go with the whole anime ninja thing. I just lost it with Xena, so I made the executive decision. I just was flat out not enjoying it. So, because like I said in that run, because the Circs, the Smith's Grip weapon, was not very reliable, not very accurate. It actually became more accurate once I realized I can do the jump special attacks. That was actually pretty accurate, but then it felt kind of weird to always jump and throw, and I just was not liking it. You know, I gotta enjoy these things for me to do it. I can't just, you know, hey, can I beat it this way? No, I'm not. This is not these are not challenge runs. These are not me saying, can I beat it if I play it this way? No. It's just, this is the build. Let's see how it goes. That's the way this is going. I mean, unless a whole bunch of people are all like, yeah, do it that way, then that'd be different. But I have not got any kind of feedback of that nature yet. So far, it's just, you know, just chill stream, creating some funny builds, see how they go. So that's why I did Anime Ninja, because I did Historically Accurate Ninja, and as you guys know, if anyone saw that stream, it was, Historically Accurate Ninja was very different from Anime Ninja. Anime Ninja, though, is a whole different can of worms here. And although I didn't really get a chance to prep him quite right yet, he should have more poison pots and thrown weapons and stuff like this, right? But he hasn't been set up yet. So that's what he is. That's what he's going to be. But don't worry, he's I still got a lot of stuff going for him. He's got some. What is this? The Nagakiba? Yeah. So I've still got quite a setup here involved. So I got to get right into it. So I can't spend too much time talking because I'm already starting way too late. But as you can so yes, I got the really long sword because of course Anime Ninja's gonna have a stupid long sword, right? I even have a longer one. I have the Great Katana, although I didn't like how it felt, so I decided to go with the Nagakiba. I think that's what it's called. Yep. This time I'm not going with any kind of physical traits or abilities. No, this is set up for blood and poison and all that stuff. Although I do not have the white mask because like I said, I didn't know I was going to do this. I already beat Moog, and you gotta kill the white mask wielder before you can do it. Why am I? Nah, sure, we'll try it without the mimic tier. I actually haven't fought with him yet, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Yeet, 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 yeet. So, Anime Ninja, basically, I can do what I want. Any stupid little thing I want. That's it. That's all to Anime Ninja. It's not... This is not like a rocket science build or anything crazy. I'm just... You know, whatever I can do that works. Just, I'm free to use any overpowered ability I want. And frankly, this will be the first time I will have any kind of ability like this. Yeah, seriously. All this time I've had Elden Ring. I actually haven't played with any kind of like special abilities. I haven't even used any spells yet. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shit! Oh my god! Holy crap, look! Oh, she doesn't even have any red in her life bar. That's what I get for talking instead of concentrating. Son of a bitch. Well, I can't get... Yeah, I'm not going to spend any... I can't get locked up on her, of all people. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a win. I had a lot of health potions. Anyway, so... I still got some stuff to say. What am I saying? Right, so yeah, this is not the weekend, this is Monday. There's a holiday tomorrow here, and I know in a couple of days for a lot of you there'll be another holiday. So basically this whole week is going to be just a vacation week. A lot of people go on vacation. There's probably a lot of you that aren't even going to be watching this, but then again, I know a lot of you watch YouTube on your phones, so this is still going to be... Sure, why not? Oh yeah, I could have read the stupid elevator. Yeah, see what happens when you're not really concentrating? You're just talking? I'm not used to the oh, okay. Well, whatever. Okay, well, that was funny. See what happens when you're trying to rush? Okay, is the elevator working? I know I didn't actually trigger it. Let's... Nope, no, of course not. Ah. Figures. I actually thought... I mean, I did kill Loretta. The game just forgot to register the final hit. Or whatever. Okay, so this is... I've gotten stupid already. I'm only just starting out tonight, and it's already getting stupid. Holy shit. Okay, well, you're here, so let me get rid of you. But anyway, yes, so... Since this is like a vacation week for a lot of people, I'm going to be breaking, or at least I intend to break, or plan to break my rule of just streaming on weekends. I'll be doing this all week except Wednesday. I'm not going to be doing this on Wednesday, okay? I need a break sometime. But every day, potentially, except Wednesday. Now, I won't necessarily be doing this the whole week. This is not a guaranteed thing that I'm going to be streaming every single day this week. Don't worry, nothing's going to change as far as Frost... Oh shit, I've got this. Oh, I can just do this. Okay, so in terms of Frost Death Knight, that's not changing. He's still going to be... He's going to still be played on scheduled time. But as for these next few days, I'll be doing Anime Ninja, I'll do Wolverine, possibly, for the most part. Oh, that reminds me, I still got some stuff to do here. You know what? I really shouldn't do this with claws. I was gonna get the Night Claws with this build. It's actually still Xena under that cloak, by the way. All I did was just change her to be all ninja-y. So it's still Xena under the cloak. She just decided to take on... she decided to get some Batman training. Some League of Shadows training is basically what happened here. Yeah, I just need you dead. Sorry, I don't have time. It's already starting late, so no, sorry, Loretta, you're gonna have to be the punching bag. You're frickin' kidding me. What the hell's happening tonight? Oh, Christ. This is a joke. I can't believe this is happening. This is absolutely ridiculous. I had better time with bloody Xena. Oh wait, no, I didn't fight her with Xena. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm actually doing a crap ton of damage to her, so... Alright, I have, like, no defense. Right, I gotta put on all the defenses. Honestly, I'm not really properly set up here. I just threw on Ansbach's armor set for now. Because I thought, oh, you know, blood damage stuff, but you know what? You gotta actually use special blood abilities, right? I thought it was just like passive to blood damage, but no. Fine, I'll be quiet and I'll concentrate this time. There. That was the secret. Shut up and just focus. Okay. Alright, well, I think I got everything I needed to say out of the way. I plan to stream for pretty much every day this week, except Wednesday, only because it's a vacation day. Otherwise, the normal streaming schedule is on weekends. This is just for this week because this is a vacation week. So... that's what everyone needs to know there. What am I doing here? Oh, right, I'm trying to get back up to light load again. Xena's done because I just flat out did not enjoy her. And now we're doing Anime Ninja, right? Even though I did not get a chance to really optimize him and fix him. I should say her. It should be her. This is Xena. This is actually Xena. The same, she looks exactly the same. All he did was change the stats, so. Anyway, here we go. But I'm still set up at all the same bosses. That's why I did this whole thing where I decided to cancel Xena and just convert it into Anime Ninja. Because, as I pointed out that night, I'm at all the best parts of the run, right? All the late bosses, right? So... why continue to force myself through a run I wasn't enjoying when I could just convert it to a new idea that could be more fun? So that was the idea. If I could just do this with Anime Ninja, like why start over, right? Let's see if I can get past her. Don't run in, don't run in, don't run in, don't run in, yay, just in the nick of a spear. Ooh, it's hit me. See that? It still registered a hit. I still got a spear in the butt. I still got speared. Alright, so I guess I got interrupted last time I did want to get out of the setup. So yeah, biggest sword I can find. I was thinking about using the Night Claws, because they are definitely very ninja-y, but if I'm going to be doing Wolverine, that's also a very very claw-based build. But then again, at the same time, he's not going to use the Night Claws. The basic 3 claws you get are the most Wolverine-like claws you can get. So maybe I will do the Night Claws when I get the chance. I guess I'll do it more for the DLC stuff. I'm not going to interrupt this now to work on claws. Plus, I'm pretty sure I don't have any... Oops, that was the wrong way to go. Nah, I can still go this way. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough resources left to do any more. Get through there, come on, come on, come on. I've already had 2 deaths that should not have happened tonight. 3, actually, now that I think about it. That was really bad. So I got it. But at the bright side, I don't have to do a lot of things tonight, because I'm already at Like, I'm already at the dancing line, I'm already at Roland, I'm already at, like, all these... bosses. So... what else do I have? Ninja. So I think I should work on the outfit more, but, you know, as far as, like, an anime outfit goes, it looks just fine. I wish I had the white mask, but, like I said, I killed Moog before I realized I was going to do this, so no white mask, and, I forgot to get it in my, like, template run game, so no white mask there either, so... which is too bad, because that would really make a huge difference here. I wish there was a way to get another white mask. But I think so far this build's already been really powerful. I have the poison hand this time, because why not? Why not a ninja that can poison people just by ninja punching them, or whatever anime thing you can come up with. So... but I still wish there were some other options. Ooh, Scarlet Rot triggered, right, on Exaltation Channel. Eek. Well, what else do I... actually, that's all I really have. Basically just a lot of giant swords, or giant katanas, really. And I will probably, you know, I think I'll do the Night Claws anyway, just for fun. And because they do have some unique attacks to them that are also very anime. But I also got to get more, like, poison options, throwing pots, stuff like that. As far as summons go, I mean, technically, even anime ninjas still don't necessarily work alone, although they most likely do. So I don't need to use the Mimic tier, but it is an option. So what else is there to say about this build? Oh, yeah. Also, just be a lot less unlucky. Or stupid is probably a more accurate way of saying it. But yeah. Basically imagine Ninja, except I'm going to have to do all the stupid, crazy, fantastical stuff I want. So, Anime Ninja. Now, you're probably thinking, well, then you should have Waterfowl Dance, right? You know, I really should. I was about to say, well, no, you don't. I mean, necessarily, I like this and, you know, whatever, but... now I'm thinking, you know, I really should. I do have Millennia Sword, I think. But... I don't know, I just like doing sword dance and... do I even have it? I should have it. Let's see. I think I have it. Do I have it? Okay, so I don't have the sword itself, but I do have Millennia's Remembrance, so maybe it's a I think it might be a remembrance thing. Let's see, Remembrance, I have Omen King. Yeah, there she is. Okay, what am I gonna do here? How much will it take before I get to a light load? Oh, I am on a light load. Oh, cool. But it won't be a light load if I equip this and this. Because eventually I'm going to need the Dragon Hunter, the Great Katana will be fun. And of course I'd like to have some heavier armor than this. I got to work on what armor I can possibly use. Am I going to go after her now? I really shouldn't. This is not the best time. Right, you know, let's go craft Millennia's Sword first. All the way back here. Yes, here we go. Yeah, there we go. I want to see if Waterfowl Dance can be moved. I think it can be. I think you don't need to have it on the sword that it spawns with. Hi, Ugly. Good lord. No one say she's not ugly. She literally looks like a dead person, like no eyeballs. Like everything looks like they're dead in these games. Okay, where is the Dookie? There she is. And the Millennia. Nope, doesn't look like I can remove it. Incantation. Well, it's still anime, so we are going to grab it. Let's see if I can have the materials to level up the... I hope it's a somber weapon. Because I noticed that all my materials for regular weapons are pretty much gone.
I'll smith as long as you learn.
Yes, somber. Okay, good. This will be quick and easy then. The cool thing about it, apparently, Millennia's Sword is even if you're out of MP when you use Waterfowl Dance, you'll still do the full damage, apparently. At least according to Rusty. What am I missing? Oh, right. I need, I want the Night Gloves. The Night Claws. I can have them on at the same time. It'd just be nice to have the poison options. I don't have to use the hand all the time. Where else? Because you don't want to be too focused on just one type of weapon. Even if you are doing a run like this. Where are those stupid things? Claws, where are you? Claws, 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 claws. Where are the claws? I probably just missed them. Yeah, I just did. Claws of Night, please be somber. Please be somber. I don't think I have enough left of the other kind of stones. Also, what I really need is a stupid white mask. I know a white... Actually, you know what? An anime ninja would wear a white mask. For whatever anime reasons. Yes, somber. Great. I've never used these before. I have no clue what they do other than they have... I think they have the fan shot thing. Good. I'm good to go. Now, what would it cost? How much would it weigh to have them both equipped so I can have it handy in the background? 3 pounds. That's not bad at all. And plus, I'm a weirdo and I don't like any uneven numbers, so I'll probably put endurance to 35 anyway, just because I am weird that way. Okay, how much do I get if I just use... $28, $20, that's not bad. I am gonna go to Dancing Lion. Actually, who else have I not killed yet? Oh, right, wait, I did the... Oh, right, and there's Malakath, and there's Lion. Millennia. I'm not doing anything else over here. That's enough of that. Let's see, where am I gonna go next? I guess the appropriate thing to do would be to do Malakath, but I feel like doing Dancing Lion. Honestly, I find I put Dancing Lion before I put Malakath, which sounds kind of funny, but you know, considering how much I lost to him last time. But again, Xena was lightly damaging. I know the whole thing with the charge attacks was a good idea, but it wasn't so low. That kind of setup with low poise was just really irritating, because normally I would never do that setup with low poise. I would have high poise. But because of the setup, I had to do low poise. And it just, you know, you're trying to do all these attacks and I just keep getting knocked out of them. Darn it, I should have just stayed. Okay, now we're good. Got poison going. Wow, it's nice to be doing a lot of damage. It's been a while since I've done this kind of damage. Wow, having a proper blood build is... What? It's not even a proper blood build. Oh, please, don't let me die again at, like, a little tiny wee bit of health left. Don't get greedy. I mean, there's a good chance I can land the hit, but you know how these fights can go sometimes. Ooh, I still need another hit. Huh. Okay, whatever, we got him, This is just coming along really quickly. That's good because I am not going late tonight. What was I doing tonight with family? Well, guess what? They wanted to watch Lord of the Rings. Yeah, seriously. They wanted to watch Lord of the Rings. Now, of course, I have nothing wrong with watching Lord of the Rings, especially the extended version. But they wanted to watch, well, not the second movie. They wanted to watch the first and third, but they wanted to watch Lord of the Rings. And so we watched the first one on Sunday and watched the second one tonight. And that's a large part of why I did not finish this until just now. Okay, where's my blessings at? Right, they did not leave until the movie was over, and it was like, after 12. So, yeah. And of course, I was thinking about the Gandalf build, right? Because I mentioned it last time, and I never finished my thoughts on it. So, what's a Gandalf build in Elden Ring? Well, the only reason I'm thinking about a Gandalf build is because a Gandalf build is not like your average mage build in Elden Ring. See, I actually haven't really been thinking about mage builds much in Elden Ring because a mage build, there's really nothing special about a mage build, right? I mean, a mage build is just, just any old guy shooting spells with his zappy stick. Like, what's unique about it? But Gandalf's a little more complicated than just shooting spells. Because, well, aside from his gear, which is possible, like not Gandalf the White. Gandalf the Grey you can pull off, I think, in this game. But Gandalf the White, I think it'll be trickier. Plus, I'd want an actual head armor, He's tricky to pull off because he has a sword, and he uses it. Like, a lot, he uses it a lot. It's not just there. No, he uses it, and it's a long sword. It's a very long sword. It might even be a great sword, even. And I was actually looking at swords that could work for him. I actually said on a great sword that looks a lot like his sword. I don't remember what it's called, so don't ask me, okay? But I'll have to double check, though. I'm sure this is still up in the air. Then he needs a staff. And like, oh, well, now you got a sword and you got a staff. What's the big deal? What's so hard to figure out? What's hard to figure out is Gandalf's spells. What exactly does he cast? Like really? It's not that simple. I mean, what spells does he use in the movie? From what I know, I mean, he does a shout. He smashes a bridge. He hits it with the stone. Causes the Balrog to fall off the bridge, so it can crumple stones. I know from the books he can set acorns on fire and drop them on people. He can shine a bright light. We know he summoned lightning into a sword, but other than that, you think of a mage in Elden Ring, you think of big flashy spells. Well, what big flashy? But when does Gandalf do any big flashy spells? He doesn't really, other than a literal flashing spell when he casts light to scare one of the Night Riders off. Also, his code would be pretty fun. He'd kill all agents of Saruman, and there's actual Black Riders in Elden Ring, and they totally look like the Black Riders from Lord of the Ring. There's no doubt about that. But other than that, it's like, well, then who else does he kill? Well, there really aren't any creatures I can easily say this stands in for not Saruman, for Sauron in the game in Elden Ring. But other than the Black Riders, whatever, it's a build. But as for his spells, that's the part that's tricky because he says he uses the Sacred Flame, so and we know he's fire-based because he controls his fireworks, right? And there's definitely some fire stuff going on in there. But in many ways, what he uses in Elden Ring is more along the lines of incantations, right? Now, I don't want to just be a fire caster, a faith-based wizard build. Actually, then I wouldn't be able to use well, okay, unless there's a faith-based staff in the game. I'm sure there is. But it's actually, most of what the spells he would use are more like the incantations. More faith than int, right? So, okay, so I'll have to, obviously there's some research to do here. Maybe it'll all work out. And I don't want to turn him into just a straight fire mage, because I actually have a better idea for that. That's far into the future. It's called the Fire Dancer. It's something from, it's a character class from one of my novels. But then again, I'm sure a lot of other writers have used something like this, and I'm probably not unique there. I wrote this a long time ago. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and that's my idea for a fire. So I don't want to just make Gandalf the Fire Dancer. But it's a little more interesting than a mage build because it's not as simple as just use all the fire spells I want. I got to use what he actually used in the movies, and there's really nothing like that in Elden Ring. So that's why it's more interesting. There's actually something to work towards. Whereas just your standard mage build, like, you know. Okay, getting back to Anime Ninja. What can we do tonight? Well, we can certainly try and get my way through these areas. I want to try and set it up so I can... Tomorrow I'll have a good... I can finish off the bosses from the DLC. Because usually it takes me about 4 or 5 hours. I'd rather not do that. So... Anyway, let's just do this, see how it goes. This did not go well last night with... or the other night with Xena, because... Xena was just not fun to use. And is already off to a bad start because I'm focusing on talking again. Anyway. Oh. I'm supposed to be using the hand. Okay, that was wrong. That wasn't right. He was still swinging his sword even though I was swinging with the hand, so I don't know what was going on there. But let me... I'm going to be one of these people who actually concentrates. I can't talk during these fights, can I? Well, I mean, it is already starting pretty late, so... But we'll try and get... I'm going to try and get all the bosses I'm currently sitting outside of, is what I'm trying to do here. And there's still a good number of those. This was a busy day too. It's also it's not the first day of NHL free agency, but there was still a lot of news, so I've been following that. Yes, I'm Canadian, deal with it. We follow hockey in Canada. Okay, using this stupid glove. Because normally you gotta just... You want to jump against Lorelana. But... Shit balls. Okay, screw this. Enough of this. Ooh, I'm alive. Not for long. At this rate. However, if I can get going with this guy, I can do a lot of damage really fast. Oh, son of a... Still haven't had much time with this build yet, so I am not... Well, okay. I'm still not set up for ideal combat with her. It's a her. Yes, it's Xena. This is still Xena, so... Okay, this is getting annoying. I can't... This is actually... Well, okay, it's not nearly as powerful as a build as it should be. But it's still pretty powerful. No, I'm not going to be using anything like seppuku or any of that. Seppuku or whatever it's called. See? Once I get the thing rolling, the damage is crazy that this build can do. Come on, I'll get you. Yeah, I know I was being really conservative there at the end, using healing potions even wasn't badly damaged, but I just wanted to get this one. I just wanted to get this one under the rug, or this one taken care of. And it's already, yes, I know I'm off starting an hour late, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to run till 2:30. There's still plenty of time to get lots of, well, a bunch of bosses here. I wanna be able to be a light load even when I have all my weapons equipped. I know it's not the smartest build, the smartest idea, but that's how I want to do. I still have this set up. Okay, now let's go deal with Malakath, because he was annoying. Sure feels nice to be using a build that actually has some oomph behind it for a change, huh? Without necessarily using any kind of tear or ash or whatever. See, I can beat bosses without the ashes. I actually haven't seen my best weapon yet. When I actually went through the game and I was going through people easily, like nothing, like Melania was a joke. I beat her with a dual sword. Well, no, I didn't beat her with an unleveled dual sword, double sword, but I was just sort of screwing around and want to see how it went, and I almost damn near killed her with it. It was unleveled. It could flinch her so often, so yeah, the double swords make short work of Melania. I'm probably not going to have a good chance to even set this up. Yeah, trying to set up the poison mist was a bit of a pain. Then again, I should really be using pots for that. I keep getting, that one keeps missing me at the timing on that. Oh. Yeah. I gotta find a voice, because I noticed the woman's voice effects, voice lines are really, really loud. Much louder than the males, so I find one that's a little less noisy. Wow, why am I taking so long? Okay, this is so bad. I should really use something else against Malakath, because I am not going to have time to get the whole combo of this ability off against him. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Where are you, you bugger? You can attack through walls. No! Shoot, 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 shoot. Go off the edge, go off the edge. That'd be great. Wow, geez, I had no stamina. Okay, definitely gonna do something faster, because he's too bouncy for double slash. Let's see, I think Sword Dance was really fast with katanas. No, I do not want to use Waterfowl Dance with them. I mean, I know it's also a fast attack, but it's also really all over the place. Okay, so... Sword Dance. No, not Keen. Okay, there we go. And I should find some way to get poison off more easily. I guess I could just poison myself. That will certainly work. We'll start with a poison grease and see how it goes. This should... I don't want to spend all night on this, but with any of these bosses, I've already got... I mean, I only have, like... I got the ones in the DLC I wanted tonight, so it's basically now it's just Malakath, the final bosses, and maybe Millennia, which should all be possible in a half hour, assuming I don't screw up too badly. But who are we kidding? Of course I will. Which is weird, because this is a actually good... Well, okay, it would have been good if I had a stupid white mask, but I forgot to grab it, so... But it's actually doing poison damage for a change. Oh, come on! Okay, that's cheap. You know, I'm literally behind him, and he's allowed to score hits. And poison's already out. Ow. Oh right, great runes. I have a great rune equipped for a change. Well, I don't think I really need it for this. Because well, I wasn't wielding that two-handed this whole time. Like, farts. Am I doing it now? Yes, now I'm doing two-handed. Why am I... Oh, well, of course I'm all off. It's already 1:30. Alright, going quiet, because I actually need to concentrate. Apparently, when it's this late. Damn that debuff. I need to find a way to get some poison in there. I'd normally just whack him and get oh right, there's the big dragon too. Right, forgot about him. Normally there's... I gotta find a way to sneak some poison in there. Let's see, what can I do there for that? What am I gonna do for that? I don't want to poison myself. What are my options here? No, I think I just gotta make the pots. Oh, whatever, I'll just keep going at it. Or get a claw weapon, or get a secondary weapon that's all poisoned up. But boy, the poison hand applies it really fast. Yeah, that was a shit go anyway. I gotta beat more of these bosses on stream for a change without help. It's getting stupid. His head disappeared. Look, my head's gone. What are the color of my insides? Apparently the same color as your outsides. By that angle. Okay, what are we gonna do here? This is going off. I'm starting this run on all the hardest bosses, and I'm already stupid late here, and a little bit drunk. So I am a little. This is like the worst way to go about this, and I do not want to get stuck on anyone. And this is actually a powerful build, so why is this being a problem? It shouldn't be a problem. It's a powerful build. God frickin'. So not used to these low poise builds where every little hit puts you into like stun lock. What's the problem here? What's wrong? What's wrong? Alright, that's from leftover from when I did Millennia or Xena. With her, I just did a whole lot of HP, but this should not be happening. Help, my fingers weren't so sticky. I guess it's better to have them locked on after all. I thought it would make it easier to dodge them. Because some bosses are way easier to dodge when you're not locked onto them. Well, I should have just locked onto him the whole time. Well, silly me. To be messed up for something as simple as just not locking onto the boss. But I'm telling you, usually when you lock onto them, that makes them easier for them to hit you. So I guess Malakath is the exception. Who knew? Right. Now let's get to the rest of these guys. I'm not going to kill myself over killing Elden Beast, because I just don't like him. Because it takes a long time. Any attempt with Elden Beast always takes a while, and it just bugs me to get too caught up on fighting him, so I'd rather not. If I beat Radagon but don't beat Elden Beast, then I don't care. Is what I'm saying. I don't care. Because you've seen how some of these runs have gone. Either you get the stupid Elden Beast that's just an idiot and stupidly just swings away the sword and does nothing, or you get the master strategist who always knows when to use the absolute perfect abilities to counter you. You get close, he'll spam his little explosion ability that goes off and sends you flying, and then he gets further away. He used like he just somehow always had the perfect counter. I'd never seen that before. So, and this is one of those nights where I'm trying to get things done quickly, so that's probably the one I'm going to get. Sicily's Law, remember? It's not anything that can go wrong will wrong. It's everything will go wrong when you need it to not go wrong. And this is feeling like one of those kind of nights. So let's oh, whatever. I'm just making a lot of excuses. I just don't like fighting Elden Beast. If I beat Radagon, that's all I really care about. I should really summon help for him. Not because I need it, but because I just don't want to risk getting caught up with him.
It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas. The throne, Queen Margaret has outlawed that we just to eternity.
Phew, good. I didn't want to get stuck on him. And I was really... He could have used a potion there, but he decided to cast a spell instead, so I got lucky on that one. Maybe it'll be a lucky night. Shut up. Shut up, Gideon. You've lost. Just let me move on already.
Kill.
Oh boy, Godfrey is gonna suck with this build. Ugh. Because I'm not used to fighting Godfrey with builds where I actually have to dodge. And this time I don't have help. I can summon help. There's nothing stopping me from doing it. What would be the best... Well, I don't want to use Tish, because Tish is actually a little too powerful, I think. And not, well, at least against all the God level bosses, the God bosses. And if I just use Mimic Tier, then, you know, I'm using Mimic Tier. So, what is another kind of friend that a ninja might summon in any kind of run, or any kind of anime that's not as overpowered as having a... Actually, you know what? Anne and Jolie, yeah, but I don't have her yet, so... not Anjali, not them together, but just Anne. Or whatever the one girl is. Because all she uses is just one sword. So that's fair. What else would work? Latenna, it's just arrows. Okay, whatever. I should just try and actually beat them with... You gotta actually try beating some of these bosses without help on stream. Okay, this is gonna suck. Ooh, I still have... Crap. Don't have double slashes equipped. I have sword dance. Yeah, I should try dodging. That might help. Nuts. The dam was really shooting up there once I got the poison off. I really should have some real... Let's see if I can set up the claws to be more of a poison weapon. If that's even possible. No, you can't set up the claws to do anything other than cause blood. What I need is poison. Whatever. Yeah, that's right. Maybe I should move out of the way of the attacks instead of just trying to slap him with my poison hand. I mean, yay, he's poisoned. If that was the goal, then yay. But I think he can take a poisoning. Finally. I can actually... Yeah, see, I can... Wow. Okay, I was avoiding hits. Secret? Actually dodge and avoid your hits. Who knew? What the hell? Why so much damage? That was way too much. What the hell? And why was that drinking animation so long? It shouldn't be that long. I have high dexterity. That was stupid. Yeah, I can't get caught. Sorry, I can't get caught on him all night long. I mean, I'd rather be able to beat him without resorting to Spirit Ashes, but I just need this done. It's pushing stupid late again. So... Sure. Why not? I was hoping staying on the ground would allow me to avoid that attack, because there's no way I was gonna roll out of it. God damn it. When I need things done fast is when suddenly everything gets hard. Okay, what the hell just happened just then? Okay, now that was a ripoff. No, I don't mean being ripped apart ripoff. I mean, like, I had pressed the button twice, and it didn't go. She was just standing there doing nothing while I was hammering the potion button. So now, as far as I'm concerned, that was a cheap loss, and now I get to use cheap tactics. That was absolute horseshit just then. Okay, you're worthless, Mimic tier, so we're gonna attack him from a distance and see what happens, or even better. Okay, I don't actually have anyone else leveled up, but that was really stupid. I'm hammering the button to use the stupid potion, and she just wasn't drinking it for some reason. Okay, we seem to have reached that point of the night where I'm pressing the dodge button or whatever buttons and they're just not responding. That means I've gotten too tired to keep going. So I don't know what to do here. But it's like I'm pounding on the buttons, and they're just not responding. So, and that's usually what happens when I'm losing it, and even a little bit drunk. So this is what happens when I start these streams this late. And I don't think anyone's watching right now anyway, so whatever. I was having an easier time with the bloody, historically accurate ninja build. I think it actually ripped him apart. Actually, no, it didn't. But this is ridiculous. Well, you know what? Any build's gonna suck when your reflexes are so down by the end of the night. They can seem like suddenly you're missing every dodge. Oh boy. The only reason I'm still going on is because there's only like one more boss, or two other bosses after this. And I never expect to beat Millennia in one go, so even if I can just get to her or do something against her, that's enough for me for a night. Sorry, Lieutenant, you gotta contribute too, and that means taking a few hits. Yeah, another. Still haven't beaten him on stream without help, but I'm getting too tired here at this point, so I can't keep getting stuck. I'm already okay. Gotta stop complaining about how much time left, but I only I mean, it's my fault. Well, it's not my fault for starting late. I'm starting late because my family stayed until like well after 12 o'clock. So I wasn't able to get started until now. So, all right. Well, like I said, I only have Millennia. And, well, I'm probably not going to defeat the Millennia tonight. I mean, I'm already losing it, and all my dodge timing sucks now. But should be able to do Radagon. I don't know, I haven't done him in a long time without a shield of some kind, or without actual poise. Well, actually, no, I should really get some holy defense. I know this is not a good thing, but then again, you can't usually get too many shots off on him. So I'm going to go more... It's probably going to be impossible to poison. I should get better poison options. Let's see if I still have all the ingredients left for a poison pot. I mean, I can totally still do poison breath. Why not? Half defeated pot. No. I got no poop. None of poop, apparently. Okay, we're just going to have to do this. Let's see how it goes as is. And again, I'm only focusing on beating Radagon. I really don't care about defeating the Elden Beast. I don't care. If I don't beat him, I don't care. I'm not going to do it. Not really fun. Radagon's the real interesting fight. Let's see if he can be poisoned. Okay, so he can be poisoned. Well, this is going bad. Oh, right, no more potions. Well, that was never going to go well, running out of potions that quickly. But at least it's... so he can be... No, I guess the trick to doing the poisoning there is I got to immediately attack to get the huge damage bonus, but it's hard to focus on attack. Let's... Let's try this out a little. Let's just make this blade more about poison. Then, we'll go back to double slash. And poison. What's the... It's actually not the biggest damage hit. I lose the blood buildup, but then again, it wasn't really... He wasn't getting bloodied anyway. So... And I'd have to think about using the hand first to poison him. Now, the only really rule here, I'd say, with Anime Ninja is... I gotta have the fancy sword moves, right? Like a whole bunch of slashies and stuff like that. I mean, yes, I can use like blood slash and all that, but I'm gonna do a lot of blood slashing when I have the blood death knight. So let's hold off on the blood slashing and all that for now. Eh, he's almost dead, so we'll just, I'm gonna call in the troops for this one. I don't care if it's not necessarily a full victory. When I get him that far down, I'm like, whatever, I'm calling it. It would have been like a difference of one dodge here, one there, so I don't believe in the whole, I'll do it all over again for hours and hours just because I missed that one little, teeny little bit. No, I'm gonna call in help, because I think I've done enough there. And let's not forget, I beat him under much, much harder circumstances. Remember, sword and board. No rules, no help, no nothing. So, that different story. Well, should it be the Mimic tier or Lieutenant? I don't know. Well, okay, we won't go as far as Mimic tier. Sorry, Lieutenant. Yeah, I know. Didn't actually do help. Whatever, I don't care. I'm almost... Because of this, I can now finish this stream sooner rather than later. And that's much more important to me at the moment. And I don't care at all about beating the Elden piece. You can hit him while he's in the middle of doing that. I didn't know that. I mean, if you get right on top of him and start slashing away, you can hit him. Yes, I know it's late, so I'm not talking as much. I just remember I still have the other dragon to fight. Don't worry, I'll do the other dragon. Whoop. What? Oh, I'm at the edge of the arena. Oh, you are kidding. I don't... Yeah, I'm not fighting him again. I don't care enough. Not when he's that close. No way. And once again, I got the stupid Elden Beast. The one that just stands there slashing away with his sword while I cut up his butt. And I was perpetually out of stamina that fight. But whatever, I don't care. He's, when he's within a sliver of his health like that and I don't need to fight him, I don't care. He's done. I just remember to have that big dragon kill, so I'm going to run over there and see if I can do him quickly. No, wait. But as it stands now, I gotta finish off this stream because this... I know it started really late, but there was a good reason. And honestly, I was supposed to stream tonight anyway, so bonus stream, you happy what you get. But I am moving to wrapping this up. I mean, I'll try and beat Dragonhead with out calling for help, but I'm going to just do it the one time. And then I'll see what I can do about Millennia. I don't expect to do much, because Millennia always takes me time to get reacquainted with her moveset. I don't have exactly memorized, and if I play any other game at all, it usually throws me off. You know, I was playing Indiana Jones this week, right? And, you know, that's a completely different skill set, so that always throws you off when you play some different game for a while. I have that happen with, like, first-person shooters. Or if I play a third-person shooter for a while and then come back to a first-person shooter, my aim's crap for at least a day until I readjust again. And then vice versa. Or even just different shooters within the same genre. Like, like, I'd play, like, Halo, and then I go play Overwatch, and my aim's all crap. Okay, we are going to go lightning this time, because lightning's a bitch in this fight. No, that's holy. Okay. Wait, what else can I do? Alright, no, I have poison by default this time, so I don't have to think about it. Oh, I don't really need to do that. Give this one, because he just stands there. Ah, I should have switched back to the... I mean, it's actually better to just stand there and attack them rather than to go for the weak point, like in situations like this, because they're so big. But my stamina was low, so I felt like I needed to take advantage. I can't even jump. I'm so out of stamina. Is he gonna tick down on poison? Seriously, is he gonna tick down on poison? He's gonna tick down on poison. I mean, it's not like poison's the greatest thing in the world or anything, but it's always fun when that happens. So, yay, poison. So when you got a boss that moves around a lot and tends to be out of reach and everything, he'll still keep taking poison damage. So that's when poison's useful. Because basically it's free damage. Okay, I'm glad one boss went down easily. Okay, finally I got high endurance. What's gonna benefit me more right now? 20, that's 23. Dexterity, I guess. Let's get the level in there because I have the points, so... Cool, okay, got the damage. I got some bonus damage. Took care of it. Took care of him quickly, so I guess it's just Millennia now. And then most of the rest of the DLC will be tomorrow night, hopefully. Wednesday, definitely I'm not doing anything. Again, remember, everything I'm doing tonight this is all bonus time, right? I don't stream. I only stream on the weekends, not during the week. But because this week is like vacation week, holiday on the 1st, holiday on the 4th. Everyone's on vacation, or should be. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. Again, except Wednesday, I'm not doing anything on Wednesday. Because I'm definitely not off on Wednesday. Damn, I had a no-hit thing going there for a minute. And there's always Waterfell Dance. That'll take the wind out of your sails. Of course it does. Now, since this is not like this is Anime Ninja, so I'm allowed to use anything that goes anime, that screams anime. So let's try. Can I put these on? It's still running a light load. Okay. Right. So I can throw daggers. What is the special ability on this thing? Scattershot throw. What's that do? A whole lot of daggers. Okay. I don't know when I'm doing this. I was doing just fine with the katana. I should have this on hand for, like, ranged attacks. For the second phase, when she's in the bloom and she has all sorts of time you can whack her from a distance. So that's what that does. It has a really high bleed chance. I didn't know that. I was doing better with the damn katana. Okay. Don't dance, don't dance, don't dance. Right on cue. Surprised you didn't do it sooner, frankly. Okay, I'm doing way better than the stupid katana, and this is doing surprisingly well, honestly. I was actually, like, no-hitting her for a while there, and she wasn't even getting a chance, so... Now I'm just wondering if I should use Sword Dance or this, because Sword Dance may not have the... You know what, the dual slash there... Maybe it's not as fast as the Sword Dance, but... There's enough time between all the strikes to flinch her. Because if you do, yes, I know Sword Dance is faster, but if you attack her too quickly, she doesn't necessarily stay flinched. She actually recovers on her flinches. But if you just have like a rhythmic attack, like every half second or so, it will keep her flinched. Well, generally. Poop. I stopped at that exact second to say something, so it threw me off. I was just about to say, well, maybe there's also a chance that double strike, double slash abilities have higher poise damage, and maybe that's just why it's working better. But at that exact moment, I reached for this button, the unmute button to unmute to say that she did that attack. I'm like, oh crap, I got my finger on the mute button and then she attacked. So, but otherwise, it's actually going pretty well with Kitana. It's too bad it's so late. Basically, the only, for all of the crazy attacks she has, waterfall downs and all that, really, you don't really have to, all of her other attacks, they're really easy to dodge. The only thing that screws you over, besides waterfall downs, is that one where she suddenly rushes forward and starts, like, slashing wildly. Because if she does any other attack when you need to do a potion or a flask, then you're fine. It's easy to time. But that one, that slash, it's like, if you're in a potion, you're dead. So really, that's the one you got to watch for, besides Waterfall Dance. Great. Every single time I fight, I have to rework out the timing on dodging Waterfall Dance. Because there's a way, believe it or not, there's a way to dodge Waterfall Dance. I've done it quite a few times. Well, you fought her enough times, it actually worked out a dodge pattern where you can reduce it to, like, I don't think I've ever dodged it completely, but I have got it to a point where I could dodge, like, pretty much all of the attacks except one. Right? But one individual attack from Waterfall Dance is nothing. But it's, and I'm using a light load too, so. But I always have to take time to work out again. I think the trick is just to avoid that first attack in the chain, and then everything that you can just dodge like crazy and you'll be fine. Ish. Okay, whatever zone I was in when I was no-hitting her, being no-hit from her, I seem to have lost it. But at least I was able to prove just then in that no-hit. Well, I'll do one more, but at least I was able to prove then that when I can actually get in a zone, I have no problem with Elden Ring in general. Really, the only one who still gives me problems is Consort Radahn. But as it stands, everyone else is I can handle just fine when I'm not doing crazy builds or stupid challenges. So and it just, when it's late and you're a little, hopped up and all this, that's quite a lot you have going against you. But at least I was able to prove that I do have a zone, and when I get there, I can really dominate the fight. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, okay, that's enough for tonight. But at least it was that went so well, though. I was actually hitting her so hard, so damn. I just flat out ran out of mana. It might have been smarter to not throw those daggers. Maybe it would have been better off just using regular thrown daggers there, because, or even just using the heavy katana. Can I do the heavy katana still? No. Okay. Okay. We're done for the night, but... Oh, wait. 48 decks? Oh, I was about to say done for the night, but I want to see what using Waterfall Dance against Millennia is like. But, turns out my deck's too low. I mean, unless I can get some more from... Oh, I didn't even have the right equipment attached. Oh, well, gee, that's, well, that's just silly. Okay, let's see if I can get one more point of deck somewhere. Let's see. Okay, and wear a stupid hat, and now I have the requirements to use this. This whole time, maybe I could have won if I had remembered to put on the Okay, well, I want to see how this is going to work out now, because this Waterfowl Dance versus Waterfowl Dance. I've never used this thing before. I have no idea how this is going to go. Aw, I wanted to try to use Waterfowl Dance at the exact same time she did. That would have been funny. Just dueling dances. But unfortunately, I've never used that ability before, so it's got some quirks to it that are throwing me off. And did my HP go down or something? No, that's not the right hood. What was the right one? Where's the right hood? Okay, well, now that I realize I didn't have the right equipment equipped that whole bloody time, let's go back to this. See if that makes a difference. It'll probably make a huge difference, given how this is set up. Whoop. But regardless what happened, actually, let's change the daggers to something more useful. Strength and arc. I'm gonna actually do some damage with here, so... Okay. Or maybe a pot would be better. I don't know why I'm getting focused here. I already called it a night. But now I know I didn't have the right equipment set up. Because that little extra damage boost from the insignia will make a huge difference. What can I do? What can I do? Got no pots? I got no pots. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to go with what I have. That insignia can probably make all the difference right there. Because now when I start chaining together all these double blade attacks, it's probably going to make a huge difference. God, I wish I'd gotten the bloody mask. God damn it, Well, I was able to prove that if you can avoid that first one, you can start avoiding a lot of the other ones, but I'm still off on how to... There's a way to do it, I swear, where you can avoid almost all the dance without taking only very little damage. But I can't... Like, even like 1 week between all these runs, I can't quite remember it. Yeah, okay, that's all, folks. So when I was in the zone, I was preventing from even using waterfowl dance. But if I can't quite remember, it always takes me time to remember what the dodge timing is on the waterfowl dance, because I actually haven't done it for a while. Okay, you know what? Since I already proved that when I am in the zone, I can actually do her. I can beat her really well. Like that one attempt, I had her way down there. She hadn't even used waterfowl dance the whole time until the very end. Now, her waterfowl dance in the second phase is actually much easier to dodge. But I think I've done enough to prove that I can do it. And I just don't want to have to think about this tomorrow, so I'm just going to mimic tier her. Because I just want this to be done tonight. I have a lot to do tomorrow. I don't want to be up all night. Whoops. Let's just finish her off and get it over with. And if she kills me, then she kills me. Either way, it's done. Yep, it's done. This is the part where it almost feels like it's pure luck. So why was I preventing her from using Waterfowl Dance before? It was just well-timed placement of, you know what, it's luck. I don't know why she wasn't using it those other 2 attempts, but she would keep using moves that would put me in a position to use Double Slash, right? But she can still use Waterfowl Dance even when she's being hit. Like, there are points when she'll just, like, even if you're hitting her, she'll jump up and then that's it. So I don't know why I was getting lucky and she wasn't doing it, but she just wasn't. And I can't do this all. We're already about 20 minutes beyond what's stupid late for me. So, but still, we managed to get some stuff in. I managed to get a bunch of bosses in there. So Anime Ninja had still a decent night. I didn't get a chance to really optimize them. There's more things I can do, and I don't have the bloody mask, unfortunately. But Anime Night definitely feels a whole lot different from Historically Accurate Night. The general idea here is just a lot of crazy sword slashes, slash, all that stuff. I imagine some people say, oh, though, that's more samurai. Like, samurai is more about poses, I would say, using stances, but I don't think he's interesting enough to do it. Anyway, this is Anime Night. I think this was a good start to this. We'll finish up the rest tomorrow, bosses tomorrow. Hopefully, Millennia. I don't care if I finish her or not. It's late enough, and I'm losing it as is. Anyway, good night, folks. And remember, these are all bonus runs, bonus streams. Normally, it's on the weekend. Okay, this is just because this week is a vacation week. Night all.